Hey guys, so before this video starts, I just wanted to let you know that a lot of the questions I'm going to be answering I did cover, and they're under my dance transformation video since that's the one that blew up. But since this video took a couple days to edit, a ton more questions came in and I didn't get to all of them. But like all of those questions, if you have one, you can either DM me or it'll be answered in like future videos I make. Like I'm definitely planning on making stuff, like sharing my whole process, my whole journey. Yeah, so this channel literally started as a joke, but apparently now I'm helping you guys and providing dance resources for you. So I got a lot of questions on my Instagram and on the comment section of my dance transformation video, so I'm making a quick little video to just like answer those, just because there's a lot and I don't want to reply to everyone individually, and hopefully this will help more people. I look really gross right now, so we can't do anything about the hair. It's fine. I have my coffee. If you ever want to ask more questions, I would DM me because YouTube comments can get like hard to sort through. My Instagram is here, by the way. Instagram plug. Also follow me, you know. It's just my dance Instagram. It's not like my personal or anything like that. It's just for dance shit. So if you want to see that. Okay, so I'm just gonna go like chronologically. Someone asked, I'll put the comment here, did you learn the choreos from tutorials? Most of them I did. There's a lot of free like choreographies and stuff on the internet. I used a lot of Matt Stefanina and Dana Alexa's tutorials because I think that for beginners that's best. Matt Stefanina, highly recommend. I just got the League Champs jacket. Oh, I'm breath. Basically where I was for the past 3 months is I compete in cheer competitions for my school, and I'm in high school, but our cheer team is competitive and we made it all the way to League Champs. I actually really want to try this on like right now. I feel like I hate filming a windbreaker just because they get so noisy that it's hard to hear things. So I'll change back into the other one, but I just want to wear this for a little bit. Where was I? I only got to the first question. But yeah, most of it is from tutorials just because it's a lot easier, especially if you're just starting out. Like I wouldn't recommend like trying to learn something without a tutorial. There's tons of free ones. I'll link channels. I'll link all resources. I'm gonna try to not be long-winded. I tend to go on rambles, but I'm gonna try to keep it short. What kept you motivated to keep learning? Motivation is a really hard thing. I think that honestly you have to be passionate about it. Like it became something that made me feel happy and just made me feel like more myself than I ever was when I wasn't dancing. And like I think that feeling alone just like kept me motivated to keep going. How did you start your journey on learning how to dance? How did you decide you wanted to learn it? I think she means the 1-year dance transformation journey. I'm gonna just give you a whole history on like my dance background. When I was like 5-ish years old, I did do a different style of dance. I did like, have you ever seen like Chinese dance with like the long sleeves and like the ribbons and stuff? Like, yeah, that's what I did when I was 5, and like the lanterns, because my parents signed me up for that. And I think that looking back, I kind of like hated it, but I think that did contribute to like where I am now, obviously. And my teachers were literally drill sergeants. There was that, but I only did that for a few years, and then I quit when I was like 8 or something like that. When I was like 15, 16, I was like, you know, like might as well try this again. I don't even know why. I started by looking for classes around the area, but when I couldn't find anything, I was like, you know, there's tutorials online, I'm just gonna teach myself. The time it takes to learn a choreo decrease with time, or is it still the same time it did in the beginning? Definitely decreased. The first dance I ever learned took me literally like 3 weeks, and it's like a 40-second long dance. It was so demotivating because like it just felt so hard to me, but now give me like a day and then I can get it practiced and then I'll film it the next day. How can you be so good at what you're doing? Wish being like you. That's really sweet. I don't know. I don't think I'm that good. It's always a journey. It's always a process, and like it's practice and like having a passion for it. Thank you. That's really sweet. What kind of dance should I practice every day to become a good dancer in a year like you? Still like a long way from where I want to be, but I would say what kind of dance? Like practice what you love, because that's what you're gonna stick to. If you love tap, if you love contemporary. For me it was hip hop. And the thing is, it does like vary. Like I can't say like, oh, practice what you love. You know, you can teach. Okay, that makes no sense because I just contradicted myself, but basically I meant like you're gonna have varying levels of success depending on what style of dance you just have a passion for, and I'll explain that in a second. Yourself anything, because ballet, contemporary, and like tap, those are off the top of my head, those take professional training, and like I'm lucky because hip hop is what I love and it is something that you can teach yourself for the most part. Obviously my technique isn't great, but like for the most part you can. So I would say just like use resources around you. Like there's got to be some classes. If you can't afford it, then resort to teaching yourself, but try to, especially if you're looking for a more professional type of dance, try to like find classes around you. Also, like the most amazing choreographers out in LA, like Jojo Gomez, Lainey Glazer, Mass Efanina, Dana Alexa, they will travel and stuff. So if you can take one of their classes, it's an amazing experience. How much did you practice dance? I was a student when I was teaching myself, so I also had school and other shit, and like I honestly was just lazy a lot. I would say I would practice on the weekend, and during the week, if I had an hour, I'd be like, okay, let's work on this dance. For me, what kept me going was setting goals, being like, okay, I want to do this in a week. I want to film this one tomorrow, you know? Okay, I got cut off, but basically filming yourself helps so much because it lets you go back over and like look at your progress and reflect on how far you come. And you can watch the videos and like look at what changes you want to make. Like I know it can be hard if you're like insecure and self-conscious, and I was, but it's so much easier for me now. And I'd even say make an Instagram account. Like it can be private and everything. You can have like your relatives follow it and like your dog follow it, but like just make something that will help you hold yourself accountable. Did you like make your own choreography or just watch other people and copied it? Hell no, I did not make my own choreography. Like that's fucking hard. I'm working on choreographing right now, but it's really hard, and imagine if I choreographed all that. No way. I wish. I mostly watch tutorials and stuff because they break it down step by step, and especially as a beginner, like that's really helpful. How and when did you start learning to dance? I covered that a little bit. I love you so much, Dana question, but I miss you, girl. Hit me up. I'm literally gonna DM her right now. She's the sweetest girl ever. All right, YouTube questions now. That was, I didn't get through all of them. I just got through a couple for Instagram, but there's a lot on YouTube. Okay. Oh my God, we're almost at 1,500. I don't know what I'll be at when I'm watching this, but we're almost at 1,500 subscribers. Little fam is growing. I'm acting like I'm a YouTuber or some shit. Like, no, I just had one successful video. But I did really want to film this to help you guys and answer all your questions. I heard some Hayley Kiyoko and it made me happy. I love Hayley Kiyoko. 207 is a Riverdale dance, right? Yes, it is. I was obsessed with Riverdale before the show kind of went bad. Sorry if you like Riverdale. I think there's a tutorial out there for that one too. I don't have one on my channel, but if you like Riverdale, check that one out. Too late to start dancing at age 21. No, it's demotivating. Like I get it. Like I started teaching myself when I was like 15-ish, and like everyone starts when they're like 3 and you're like, God, I'm never gonna be that good. But like if you love it, it's literally never too late. How did you get to know the choreo in the beginning? My God, my uncoordinated body can't. I was so bad in the beginning. You can do it, girl. You got a lot better in 1 year. 724. Those Jojo Gomez choreos are hard. I didn't record my interpretation of Jojo Gomez. Super love choreo because I didn't like it. No, record it. Like, I'm sure it's not as bad as you think. Okay, so someone put this one giving me advice. I'm not gonna read it because it's really long. I honestly love reading comments that tell me how to get better because like I need that advice, and a lot of you are like pro dancers too. Wait, I want to start as well. Yeah, start. Literally watch tutorials. I will link Mass Efanina tutorials, good beginner ones. Watch those, learn it, and like film it and like send it to me because you're probably gonna kill it. So what's the last song? I think it's Jealous by Kehlani. If only I have that wide space where I can practice dancing. I know space is such a big issue. I'm lucky I have space in my house. I had a nice big living room where I could push all my furniture aside and like stuff, and now I have like this space in my room because I pushed my bed and everything to that side. Use what you can, honestly. Like if you have a little bit of space, just start practicing what moves you can. This might not be an option for a lot of people, but like I use the studio room in my gym a lot. So if you do have access to a gym, if you're lucky enough to have access to a gym, that really helps because when they're not holding classes in there, chances are they'll let you use it, and a studio room is really nice. I see some Matt choreos. I fucking love Matt. His choreos are dope. Crazy transformation. Did you take a lot of dance classes or just the internet? Pretty much just the internet. I did take some dance classes when Lainey Glazer came to Boston. That was so sick. I took her class. But a lot of times, like, I can't pick it up. Like, I tried and I was like, fuck, I can't pick this up in one class. So you go home, you practice, you know, next time. One of my biggest dreams is to be able to dance like one of 1 million dancers. Please could you make a tutorial / how-to vid to train and rehearse ourselves through a program or a specific YouTube channel? I can. I've thought about making a video of like my specific dance schedule, like how many days a week I practice, how I set up music, how I like trained. So let me know if you want to see like an in-depth video. I'm trying to figure out how to organize that still because like I just like would ramble the whole video like I am now. Amazing. Can you tell us how did you start, like learn from YouTube? Did you freestyle? Well, you are amazing. Thank you. I kind of covered that already. I freestyle a little bit, like when there's a song that I'm just like really vibing with, I put that on blast and I just vibe with it. Just like the thing with freestyling is like don't set limitations for yourself. Don't get in your head. Just feel the music. Okay, so I noticed that I didn't really answer the question. The question was if I started watching tutorials or if I like just freestyled. Like I said, I freestyled a little bit, but really starting was watching tutorials because I feel like you can't really freestyle well until you have that like base and like you know kind of how choreography flows. So I started by watching tutorials and like learning basic choreography. You know you're getting better when you can also control your hair. That is 8 likes. Aw, I can't believe people noticed that. I don't think I did it that well, but thank you. I'm a dancer and I can see a lot of improvements just in 1 year. Keep it up. I wish I had the confidence. Look, like, I think confidence is something I gained. Like, if you see in the beginning, everyone's like, oh my god, you're having so much fun. But like in the beginning, I'm like awkwardly smiling and it's just so awkward, and throughout the video I feel like I got more confident. So like, just keep dancing. I think it's something you gain with dancing, and that's why I love it too. Like, even the first one is better than I'll be able to do in a year. I can't even remember those choreos, like, haha. The first choreography I ever did was so challenging for me. That one literally took me a month to learn. No, yeah, but it gets so much easier. Just start. If you want to do it, start. You can totally do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it, trust me. I've been wanting to dance for a long time now. I watch tutorials, but I always feel shy or nervous to dance. I'm only 12, but I have a strong passion for dancing. But besides being shy and all, you really inspired me, and I know I won't ever be as good as you, but I'll try. Aw, okay. Like, first of all, that's so not true. Like, I'm sure you're really good. And if you have a passion for it, listen, like, pour everything into it and like go for it. That's being shy, like, you'll gain confidence, but like, please don't like give up or like be shy about it. Just keep pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, and eventually your comfort zone will grow. Yeah, don't give up. Your flowy hair makes it 10 times better. That's so sad. I showed this comment to my sister and she goes, well, you cut your hair. So, but I did cut my hair. I'm gonna try to grow it back out, and I also want to go lighter. Like, it was almost blonde like at the end, and then I cut it off, so I want to go lighter again. This is so cool. I'm trying desperately to learn how to dance without taking classes, and this gives me hope. Did you start out by just doing random routines on YouTube and practicing them over and over? I'm curious to know the whole process. I can definitely make a more in-depth video on this. I think I covered this question a little bit. I did just watch tutorials on YouTube. I like to pick things that I thought were possible for me, because like there's so many hard choreos out there. So I start with something that's my level and something I want to learn. Like, I would look at it and be like, that's so sick, like I want to be able to do that, and then I'm passionate and I stick with it and I want to keep learning it. I did practice them over and over. I like to go back to my old ones that I did like months ago and see if I can do it better. To your defense, those shorts are cute. I think I replied to this comment. I thought they're cute too. I also had no fashion style, like I still don't. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna wear these shorts in every video. Can you please do a tutorial on how to dance better? Practice, and there's no way to like learn how to dance better. Really think about what you want to improve on, and if you have a mirror, that's great. If you don't, like, you can still work with it, but just really try to pick your movements apart. A lot of people are like, my parents can't pay for tutorials, so keep making tutorials, and I definitely will. I think my next video is going to be a shuffling tutorial, and I don't know, like, I'll put a video if you don't know what that is. It's really big in LA right now. I'll put a video here. But if you don't want to see that, like, obviously I'll put out hip hop and other stuff too, but that's just where I'm starting because shuffling is pretty easy to teach. Like, I just want to teach something that I know will help you guys first, and then I'll make more like hip hop. Okay, I think I got to most of the questions, or like a lot of the other questions were like similar to the ones that I answered. If I didn't get to yours, DM me and I'll answer personally.